I've not seen this one, so we'll watch this together.
This is not a media failure. This is a failure of the Democratic Party. And I just sort of the virtue signaling that some people have done to try to say that the media missed this story. They didn't miss this story.
So
David Ignatius wrote, I just refuse to accept this stupid premise because it's a right-wing, manufactured right-wing premise in order to stain the media. The media's got plenty of things to attack them for, and there are MSNBC and CNN and pundits that absolutely carried water for Joe Biden, but they're not journalists. They're
I
former
Neither are you, mate, because you did that same thing.
strategists that carried
yes,
water for Joe Biden. The journalist David Ignatius wrote a very high-profile column in October of 23 saying, is he really running again? This doesn't seem like a good idea. People like me were promoting Dean Phillips's campaign because he was running
Wall
a
Street Journal
campaign that
did a
made a
bunch
lot
of
of sense.
coverage.
So it's not like this. This isn't WMDs where the White House worked with the mainstream media to manufacture a story that did not exist. That was a press failure, massive press failure. This was not that failure. This is an attempt by some to virtue signal, and it's this horrible sort of pitting different news organizations against each other when ultimately the people at fault are Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Jill Biden, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, every elected member of Congress.
He's right in some ways, and he's wrong in others,
A
because
number of people have been in touch with the presenter.
he did the
Just-
exact same thing when he was on his show. He was covering for Biden and the others. He was covering just as much for him, saying that Joe Biden was fine. He's mental. He was as smart as anything and all that crap. Well, let's be honest. The US was governed for 4 years by corpse. It's the only way you can put it. He was literally, when he spoke, you could tell that he couldn't speak. When he tried to walk upstairs, he fell up him. When he tried to walk down him, he fell down him. And he was propped up by the Democratic Party. And this is the problem that we've got. Even with most people, the party becomes before the people, and it shouldn't be that way. It should be the people come before the party. Every country's probably got this problem. I can't see a country that hasn't. You've just seen this in Canada, that the politics and the party become before the people. They know that the party they've just voted in is going to fuck their country up even more. And they did it. And I've got no sympathy for Canada now. I don't. They deserve everything they get. Their country's going to get destroyed. A lot of them are going to lose their homes and that, whether through bankruptcy and that. Got no sympathy for you. You voted for the idiot, you get the idiot. And it's like in Britain, when people say to me, well, we voted for Labour. You voted for Labour, you've got Labour. You've got to either cruise it out until they go, or you've got to vote them out. It's the only way that you can do it. Labour are going to destroy the UK within the next 3 years. They're already on the way to doing it. We've got a massive recession hitting us. They're going to hit us. Labour keep borrowing more and more and more to keep it, so they've got a bit of growth where they're pumping it into the system. But that's only going to last another year at tops. And then we're just going to hit our massive crash. Most people can see it coming. Most people know that it's going to come. Which will mean people that have got mortgages and that will end up going under. Businesses will go under. Because they're not putting the money in the right places. They're giving it to, I don't know what they're called now. They're giving it to unions that support them. So they pump it into the unions. Unions pump it back into the Labour government. It's a circle jerk. That's what it is.